go through and deadhead some of these calendula just to keep the plant continuing to produce flowers. Deadheading means you're removing the flowers that have already bloomed, and then it tells the plant to keep on producing more flowers. I'm gonna try to clear out some of these sunflowers. As much as I hate to kill off some flowers here, I kind of have to in order to give the melons more sunlight. There we go. Now I can actually see the melons. They have blossoms on them. I don't see any melons though yet. That's so exciting. I didn't think they would blossom so young, but here we are. This is a chrysanthemum. I'm actually growing it for the leaves. It's called tong ho when you grow it for the leaves, but they're not really creating a lot of leaves. I don't know if this is what it's supposed to look like, but hey, it bloomed. That's pretty cool. This was a nasturtium, and gosh, I think it was eaten by a bug. Oh, that's so sad. It was the first flower for the nasturtium, and I didn't even get to see it. Wow. These are potatoes. Look at them. Some of these are just, they're dead. I should probably dig these up soon. I might do that next week. I'm so excited. All right, let's pull some daikon. This one is flowering. Cute. Some of these barely have any leaves, so I'm just gonna pull the ones that are struggling. Oh wow, that was a Miyashige daikon. Oh, I lost the tip of it, so I have to dig around, try to find it. Oh gosh, I don't even know if it's worth it, but hey, that one's a very big one. This is like the only Miyashige that we got that didn't bolt super fast. Another day, another greens harvest. That's literally all I've been harvesting for, I don't know, month and a half now, which is fine. I love them, but I'm ready for some zucchini. Although, you know, our zucchini plant still needs a lot of time, unfortunately. We will be preserving greens later today, which is great. My fridge is already so full of greens and I need to make space. Here are the squash plants. I think this is a yellow squash, maybe. I think this one is a gray squash. It's looking a little sad. I think it's just because of the heat. And this is the other one, the gray zucchini. Those two things over there covered are eggplant. They really need some help. I'm hoping to get some eggplant, but honestly, this year, I don't think I am gonna get any eggplant, unfortunately. Look, we have our first borage flowers. That's so exciting. I love when they're pink like that. So beautiful. Whoa. Oh my gosh. This is a pinto bean. Oh my God, look at it. Beautiful. We also have a purple green bean coming in right here. Look, it's green right here, purple up there. It usually starts off green, and then as they grow, they turn more purple. Onions, trying their best to form bulbs. Those are our cucumbers. I should probably plant more. They're looking really sad. Ugh. The corn is amazing. Wow. We have the tassels forming right there. Ew, there's an earwig in there. That's really nasty. Wow. So cool. Very excited about this corn journey. Catnip blooming so soon. Oh, I cannot wait to see a catnip flower. Now I'm gonna go around and take pictures so I can post on my Instagram. I've had 153 followers for like, I don't know, a year now or something. It just doesn't grow because I don't really post that much, but I am very active on my stories. I usually post in real time on my stories and I'm trying my best to be consistent. So if you could follow me over there, that'd be really awesome. Thank you so much. I never plug my socials because I always forget. So here's your 6-month reminder to go follow me over there on Instagram. You can also follow my TikTok at the same name. TikTok is a whole different beast. I don't really take it seriously over there because, well, it's TikTok. So this is the setup that is happening right now. I have a fan on it that's rotating. Originally, when I put the fan there, this thing kept spinning around and around and around. So I tied a piece of yarn right here and I kind of just looped it around some of the metal pieces over here. And that kind of just keeps it in place. And this is what it does. It's kind of its own rotating dryer. I think it's worked out really nice. I don't know how I did it, but this is what's happening. Here is a piece of mint, and it is very dry. The mint looks so good. This one right here is parsley. Sounds pretty dry to me. And this one up here is basil. I'm just adding it to my dried mint. There's such a small amount that I don't think it's gonna matter if I add it to my old mint or new mint. I'm just gonna add it to any mint. And same with the parsley. I'm just gonna add it to the same parsley jar that I use. I have absolutely no basil, so this is much needed. So I'm not really sure how long it took for this to dry fully. I think I put the fan here after like a day and a half, so maybe it'd be a little bit shorter of a time if I had put the fan there from the beginning. And now I have to go preserve a lot of greens. We are going camping this weekend, and I need my big containers that are holding all of my greens and daikon. I gotta get rid of that too. So let's go get that done. So how I prepare greens is I first go through all of them, mostly checking for cabbage, butterfly eggs, and or caterpillars. It is definitely the season right now to be finding eggs and baby caterpillars. I quickly had to get over this part of gardening, but it is worth it to have all of these delicious greens available. Mostly the kale and cabbage are the ones I have issues with. The Swiss chard and komatsuna I have not really seen any pests on. Sometimes I will see a random cabbage butterfly egg on a komatsuna, but it's not a regular thing. So for me, the komatsuna is definitely pest free, at least in my area, and I cannot wait to grow so much of this next year. So, as I said yesterday, we are going camping soon, and I have a whole list of things to do. I know tomorrow I really want to make the buns so they will be fresh, but today I'm going to do most of the other things. As you can see, I have so many things in front of me. But I'm gonna be making overnight oats for one of our breakfasts, and I love a lot of variety. So let's get started with this. First, I'm gonna put in the oats. I have this 6-grain mix of a bunch of different grains, so I'm gonna try to use this up first. And then I'm gonna use just normal rolled oats. I am gonna put in like half of a tablespoon of protein powder just for some extra protein. I don't really wanna do a full one because I don't want it to be too like grainy, or you know how protein powder gets. That was pea protein, by the way. I'm also gonna be adding in some coconut sugar. I think I'm gonna do like a teaspoon each. Okay, maybe a teaspoon and a half. I'm gonna add a little bit of mango to each jar just so I can use up some of my dried mango. Dates are one of my favorite dried fruit. Is it a fruit? I have no idea, but it is one of my favorite foods ever. It's like nature's candy, gummy candy. Oh, it's so good. I love them a lot. Each jar gets 1 date. I am gonna add a little bit of coconut shreds, actually. They smell so good. Maybe a teaspoon and a half. Oops, that was 2. Oh, I meant to put that in the other jar. Okay, so 2 teaspoons. I'm gonna put a teaspoon of chia seeds, 2 teaspoons of hemp hearts, and like a few chocolate chips. I know this has so much sugar in it already, but I love chocolate chips in my overnight oats, so I'm just gonna add a few. These are dark chocolate chips. And the last thing is cinnamon. I love a little bit of cinnamon, so I'm doing a 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon to each jar. And then I'm just gonna give it a really good shake to mix everything up. There we go. Overnight oats done. Okay, so I'm gonna be making pancakes while we are camping, and I'm gonna prepare the pancake mix here so it's ready to go and ready to use, and I don't have to do anything when I'm actually at the campsite. I will link all of the recipes that I use below. These are gonna be protein pancakes, so I am using vegan protein powder. This one's vanilla flavored. This also has a little bit of sweetener in it, so it's gonna make it a little bit sweet as well. And I'm also gonna be adding some chocolate chips, but I'm not gonna add it to the mix. I'm gonna add it to a jar, and then I'm gonna pour them on top of the pancakes while they're cooking. There we go, pancake mix done. I like to label my jars with a label maker, just so it's very convenient for me to know exactly how much liquid to put in. I think this is the best way to make pancakes on the go, is mix up all the dry ingredients first, and then just add your liquid ingredients when you're there. And there you go, pancake mix. So easy. So I don't know what your favorite dessert is while camping, but mine is s'mores, of course. And not just like I'm having s'mores because we're camping, but like I really love s'mores. I love s'mores flavored things, and I very rarely get the real thing. So you know I'm gonna be making some s'mores this camping trip. And I really wanted to attempt to make the graham crackers. I have never made graham crackers from scratch before in my life, but it seems to be a pretty easy recipe. I've never done this method of folding before. According to the recipe, it is called a pat and fold method, and it ensures that your dough won't be overworked, which will cause your graham crackers to be too tough instead of light and crispy, it says. So this method of kneading, I guess, is new to me, but seemed to work out really well. And now it has to rest for 1 hour in the refrigerator. While that's happening, let's make some granola bars. I am making peanut butter and jelly granola bars, which sounds so good. The only jam that we have is black currant fruit spread. So we're gonna use this and see how it tastes. I am gonna be just eyeballing the measurements for this because it's so difficult to put peanut butter into a measuring cup and then get peanut butter back out of the measuring cup. So I'm just gonna do it by my own eyes. I'm also gonna be doubling the recipe because it originally makes 6 bars, but honestly, I want more. So we're making more. I like to reuse my parchment paper. That's why there's so much parchment everywhere. So just ignore that. Oh, they look so good. Now I'm gonna bake them for like 15 minutes and see how they turn out. Okay, first of all, I keep getting wasps at the little bowl thing, and they're drinking water, which I'm fine with, whatever. They're not attacking me, they're just getting water and flying away. What I really came out here for is to show you that we have a larkspur blooming. It is called Shades of Blue, I think. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there is some blue on there. I love that they have that little tail back there. So cool. I don't think they're the most robust and strong looking larkspurs. I don't know if this is what they're supposed to look like, but hey, you know what? We have blooms and I'm very excited about that. Ooh. Here's another wasp. You can see its little gaster getting fuller as it drinks, which is so cool. Ooh, those look so good. I am gonna let them rest for a little bit before we cut them. Maybe I'll do a taste test, I think. I just can't resist, honestly. It is time to roll out these graham crackers. Okay, I think I'm nervous. The last time I rolled something out, I made crackers in a video, I don't even know, beginning of this year, and they didn't turn out super amazing. So I'm really hoping they don't turn out like that. I think I might use this one. This is made out of marble and it's so easy to use because it's so heavy. I think it said 1/4 inch thick. I'm going to make it into a triangle. Okay, maybe we just go right down the middle and make like something like that. Maybe we do the half. Okay, oops, I need a spatula. There, I guess I'll just put them over here on a separate sheet pan. And again, make a rectangle. This feels like it's not the most efficient way to do it, but this is what we're doing. Look at those perfect squares. Oh my gosh, wow. I kind of wanna do that. I'm gonna bake these while I work on a second batch of crackers. It says to poke them with a fork, which I think helps with air bubbles, but also adds to the aesthetics of it. Beautiful. These are still a little soft, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to cut them anyway. I think I'm gonna try this little piece of granola bar. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Absolutely. Tastes like a peanut butter and jelly. They stay together pretty well. I think that I cut it too warm. Other than that, not bad. They stayed together. I mean, even if they're little nuggets like that, I would say it's still a success. They're really good. I'm actually gonna vacuum seal some into their own little compartments so we can take them on the go, and they'll be more portable for when we're hiking. There we go. Look at that. Little granola bar all sealed up, ready to go on a hike. I really want to try one of these graham crackers and maybe this one. This one's a little misshapen. Still a little bit warm, but crispy, if you can hear that. So let's try this. Wow, they're nice. They hold the shape. They are not crumbly. It's not crumbling in my hands. It's not rock hard where it hurts to like take a bite. I did just at 1/4 inch thick and it was perfect. I'd say this was a success. Wow, I'm actually so impressed with myself. All right, I am at the garden. I was looking at this bean plant and look at this, we have beans. I think I should harvest this bean actually. Actually, I might come in tomorrow. I might harvest it. The borage is looking so good. Wow, love that. Cabbage is doing better now that it has this netting. Still some grasshoppers, but not as bad as before. This is pinto bean. Look at that. Wow. I love it. Oh my gosh. So exciting. Oh, there's some more. Ooh, look at that. Yay. Love pinto beans. A neighbor at the community garden gave us a zucchini, which was so nice. And I'm gonna take it camping with us.